What's up everybody, Remington from Impulse Creative, and today we're going to talk about how to create a smarter blog subscribe pop-up. I was inspired by my friends over at DataBox with their new subscription box that they have on their blog articles. Shout out to John Bonini and Pete Caputa. So what they've done is they have this really great conversational pop-up that's on their blog subscribe area. What we want to do though is we want to take that a step further and make it so that it doesn't show up for people who have subscribed to your blog from other means. And that could be that they've filled out a traditional form, that could mean that they've already opted in one of your other chatbot conversations, or you know that they're already subscribed. So there's a couple different ways you can do it, but what we're going to do is we're going to jump in and we're going to show you how we did what DataBox did, and also are going to be able to make it so that it's smart too. So as you can see our example here, and we have a very similar pop-up that we just put together for pushing for a blog subscription. Now you want to find the happy medium between being annoying and being relevant and helpful and getting the information from the prospect. So the first step you're going to do is you're going to create a new chat playbook. You're going to go ahead and click chat playbooks in the top right, and that's going to bring you to your messaging playbooks that Drift already has defined for you. As you scroll down, you'll see this build a blog subscriber list, and this playbook, you go ahead and click create playbook, and that is going to bring you to the blog subscription pop-up, a modal where you can adjust your settings. So what we've done is we've pre-filled this with the example I showed you just now on our blog, and you can see you've got your options for creating the email capture, and what you want to do is make this very engaging, and you can even make it so that you give an additional offer just like our friends over at DataBox did. So we've got, can we send you our next article, and then we've got a little bit of information. You can choose who you want it to send from, and then as you scroll down you want to make sure that you put in your thank you message telling them what to expect now that they just subscribed. So that's pretty straightforward, but what we want to focus on is the targeting that you need to do. And so with the targeting, you are able to figure out, one, where you want this to pop up, and then two, what kind of action is going to happen in order to make someone see this. So in the audience section, what you can do is you want to come in to the audience here, and you'll see that you've got your contacts. Now you're going to have to set up a couple segments, which I'll show you how to do in just a moment, but once you have those segments, you're going to want to come through here and identify the different ways that people can subscribe. And when you do that, you want to make sure that you don't want to send to anyone who has already said yes to being a blog subscriber, and you don't want to send to anyone that has actually subscribed on this playbook. So once you have chosen both of those, those are the people that you don't want to show to, then we want to go over to the display conditions. Now we've done a couple things here. So we have the URL includes blog, which is pretty standard. And this is one way of doing it. And I believe this also comes as a default way when you choose this playbook. But then what we have is we want to let the visitor get a little bit more engaged on the page. And so what we have is we've also added another condition of seconds on page are greater than 10. Right, so they're engaged in the content, they're reading the content. That's when we want to show this pop-up. So once you have that set, you also have the option to build it a different way. And what we've done is we've also, you'll see that this is an or condition, so we created another condition set. We've added the same condition that the URL path includes blog, which is the same way you could do the setting above, but we've also made it so that exit intent is yes. And so how you set the exit intent, I went through this on another video, you can see that right here. On it, you basically would choose website behavior, choose on exit intent, and set it to true. So what we've done here is we've made it so that if they're on the page for 10 seconds, show it to them, but if they leave the page or they go to press the back button, that you want that blog subscription pop-up to pop up. And then the final thing is, depending on how aggressive you want to be with getting people to sign up, by default, Drift will make it so it delivers until the visitor interacts one time on the pop-up. What we do is deliver until the visitor interacts once per session, and of course knowing that once they do engage on it, it won't show up for them based on our audience rules. Once you have all those things set up, you can go ahead and press publish changes, and your playbook will be ready for the wild. So that's it for this tutorial. If you liked what you see, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel to be the first one to see any updates and tutorials that we're going to be doing. And then on this side, you can also see other tutorials that we've done to date, and you can get the most out of drift and conversational marketing. Until next time, I'm Remington from Impulse Creative.